All right, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. All right, so let's talk about this. I did write this post on today, this morning, and I said text messages was created by the devil. Okay, text messaging is created by Satan. Okay, the elites created text messages because they knew it was going to bring confusion. People are going to interpret text messages one way, and somebody's going to send them a different way and meaning a totally different thing than they interpret. Okay, and this is why if those who text message me, I always tell them the text messaging is of the devil. Do not get in your feelings over text messages. If you have a problem, you can always call me, and you can always, or you can see me face to face if you live in my area. Okay. Okay. So what I wrote here is text messages was created by the devil and used for confusion. And that's what it is. It destroys families and friends and relationships and marriages. Text messages. People even get divorced over people leave a divorce text message. That's how lame it has become in society. Okay. And I said I will never ever delete anyone out my life I call family over text messages. I will call them or speak to them face to face to figure out what's going on. Deleting people out your life because of text messages you interpret incorrectly means they was never family to begin with. I don't roll like that, and I will never ever roll like that. Okay? If I call you family, if I say I love you, if I say you're my best friend, or whatever the case may be, we're best buds or whatever, you are more than a delete out of my life text message. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to speak with you on the phone. I'm going to see you face to face. I'm not deleting people out my life from text messages I interpret incorrectly. Or I think you're saying this, but you're actually saying something else. That's what text messages do. There's no reason a grown woman or man is deleting people out their lives over text messages. I don't care who you are. They were designed for confusion. That's what text messages are. They're designed for confusion. Even Derek is liking the post right now. Text messages are designed for confusion because you don't know what that person or that person sending the text message is actually is going through. You don't know what they're actually feeling. You don't know what their mood is. You don't know anything about somebody that sends a text message. You don't, you know. Um, so the fact that we got grown men and women who will call you family or call you best friends or call you their wife or husband, and they will literally delete you out their life because of text messages, not because of phone calls that you can actually explain yourself, not because of face-to-face conversations, but because of text messages that they're interpreting incorrectly. That's what society is now. It doesn't matter what you are, doesn't matter who you are. That's society now. We are deleting people out of our lives that brought value to your life. If you call somebody family, even if they're not blood, it's because they brought value into your life. That's the only reason why you will call somebody family if they're not part of your blood. It's because they brought value into your life. So how dare you then go and delete somebody out your life because of text messages you're interpreting incorrectly? I will never ever do that. Okay, so those people that are in my that I have my that have my number, that have my communication or emails. I will never ever delete you out my life because of an email that or a text message that I interpret incorrectly, or that I think that you're coming at me incorrectly, or that you're trying to hurt me. That's what I'm interpreting, but you're not interpreting that same thing. That's why if I see something like that, I need to actually call you and have a conversation, or meet you and have a conversation about the issues that we have. And if there's no issue, then I need to chill because I'm interpreting everything that you're saying incorrectly over text messages. I shouldn't be in my feelings over text messages anyways, because I already know from relationships to just history in the last 13 years of text messaging, that text messages get interpreted incorrectly. They were created that way. It was created to be confusion. Okay, this is why a lot of business deals go bad and go under because of text messaging. I mean, you go into a conference, and you go into a conference call and everything is great, and then one person sends out a text message that is interpreted the wrong way, and it could destroy a whole business, but you just had a successful conference call. But because of that one text message that was sent out that had certain people interpret a certain way, it destroyed their whole business. And instead of calling the person or speaking to them one on one, the people just run with the text message, and the whole business is destroyed. Relationships are destroyed. Marriages are destroyed over text messages. That's not how to do business, people. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot remove people out your life because of text messages that you are interpreting incorrectly. That's not how to do business. That's not how to run your ministry. Can you imagine you're trying to open a ministry and run a ministry, and you're deleting people out your life because of text messages that you're interpreting incorrectly? How many people are going to be in your ministry? If you're deleting people out your lives because of text messages, I can only imagine how many people you're deleting out your life in with real conversations. I can only imagine how many people you're deleting out your life when people make mistakes. Nobody should be walking on eggshells around you. I don't want nobody walking on eggshells around me. It's not how to do business. That's not how to live. People are allowed to make mistakes. People are allowed to learn, and people are allowed to grow. And that's how it should be in your ministry as well. Nobody in my finance ministry, whatever I do in the future, is going to be deleted out my life because of text messages I interpret incorrectly. That is that is absurd, especially to be grown men and women. That is absurd. Okay, so if you can't, if that's how people roll, then you know what, they deserve to be alone, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Because if you're deleting people out your life because of text messages, I can only imagine what you're doing in real life when people actually have disputes with you in real life conversations, or make mistakes in their life, or make mistakes that affect your life. I can only imagine what you people are doing to people then, if you're deleting them out your life over text messages that you're interpreting incorrectly. Okay, and this is when Satan is just laughing. Satan is just laughing, and the devil is just laughing. The elites are laughing because they understand that the text messaging is bringing confusion to the people of God, and it's ruining marriages, relationships, ministries, businesses. It's ruining everything because people will rather take a text message, interpret it one way, not knowing if that person is interpreting the same way, and run with it and into their feelings, and delete everything out. Delete that person out of their life that brought value into their lives. without even picking up the phone to call them or meeting them to have one-on-one conversation. They interpret something and they run with it through text messages. And the devil is just sitting there laughing because he brought confusion into your life over text messaging. Something that wasn't even around 14, 15 years ago. I mean, text messaging has been around since about 13 years ago, right? 2003 maybe is when text messaging began. I don't know, 2003, 2004. I don't know. But the fact that text messaging has destroyed families, friends, relationships, businesses, ministry. I can't believe text messaging is destroying ministries. Okay, people of God should know better than interpreting text messaging and running with that and destroying ministries, your ministry over text messaging. You're better than that. You guys are better than that. And that's what I want to say. All right. So I'm done talking about that. I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm going to enjoy the day. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to help people. I'm going to, continue to bring the news and announcements. I'm going to continue to do what I'm supposed to do. And I'm never, ever going to interpret something one way and delete that person out of my life because I interpreted something one way on a text message. That's unexcusable. All right, it's not. I mean, everybody, everybody can be forgiven, but that is unexcusable. That you can delete people out your life over a text message, and you're grown. You're grown. You didn't call them. You didn't have a conversation with them. You didn't see them face to face. You're deleting people out your life over a text message that you interpreted incorrectly. Wow. It is what it is. Eyes open. Peace out.